You know, in this day and age when game designers are creating worlds every bit as massive and ambitious as movies or television, I think it's worth remembering that they used to be called screens or boards. Obviously, games have climbed a long way since then. I mean, levels used to be black backgrounds with a few colored lines. Now they're this. It's the end of the world as we know it. I don't think anyone feels fine. Now, it's not just that Metro looks good or plays well. It's the way the game combines those things, the aesthetics and the gameplay, to serve a larger purpose. They come together to create this wonderful and amazing and dreadful thing called atmosphere. You know, the change in games since their golden age hasn't entirely been for the positive, but if there's one thing modern games get right, it's this idea that a game can make you feel something. Something else. Metro Last Light puts you back in the gas mask of a survivor in a world that's barely surviving. Years have passed since it happened, since the bombs were dropped and the planet was destroyed. The only people left are the people who made it in time, the ones who got down into the subway system, the Metro, before it was too late. And that's where the game takes place, deep inside this post-apocalyptic Earth where humans, the desperate mammals they are, have burrowed. Of course, the cruel irony here is that the familiar surface seems, at first glance, to be a comforting respite from the darkness, almost like a paradise. But in reality, it's more like a hell in disguise. Of course, it's not exactly safe underground either. Not only are mutated monsters always trying to dig into survivor strongholds, but the survivors themselves are actually the greatest danger of all. Even as their very species is on the brink, humans just can't help themselves. Metro weaves a tale of both monsters and politics, of demons and tyrants. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
And enough weapons for us to wipe the freaks and genetically impure from the face of the earth!
So obviously the strength of Last Light is its concept and atmosphere, but it's also a good shooter. It's a stealth-based FPS that actually has good stealth. In fact, where its shooting segments leave a bit to be desired, some of the game's best moments come from sneaking through rooms filled with enemies and taking them out one by one. And there's actually a really interesting dynamic there. During these moments, you're doing anything you can to kill the lights. Other times, you can't survive without it.
Shit! Get inside! Artyom, ahead!
But if there's a drawback to Last Light's gameplay, it's precisely its segmentation. In other words, the design's like, here's a stealth section, now do some shooting, here's more stealth. And that kind of artificial design convention can actually take you out of the atmosphere the game works so hard to create. But then again, maybe that's nitpicking. I mean, if nothing else, I was moved by this game. I felt scared and I felt paranoid. I felt introspective. I felt something. And as so many modern developers will tell you, that's the whole point of Metro Last Light. A slightly flawed game, but a stunning gaming experience.